Welcome to Blacklisted News and Reviews, your source for biased media. I'm Goma.
Morty.
Blacky.
Just speak over each other.
There was a bit of delay.
Alright.
Doesn't mean
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Our first story.
Oh,
Driver.
stop looking at the goddamn hentai, Blacky.
How did you know I was looking at that?
Because you're giggling like a little bitch.
Driver accused of ramming
Alright.
teens off-road. Faces murder charges in California crash that killed 3.
You're just gonna move ahead.
3 teenagers were killed and 3 others were injured after a driver intentionally used his vehicle to ram their car, sending it into a tree off a Southern California road. This man's... What the fuck is his name? Anurag Chandra. Old fucking Indian-looking ass man.
At least he admitted it was intentional, unlike those 2 fucking hunters who killed that daughter and fucking father too.
Look, that was just saving the human race because of that fucking goblin.
That goblin was probably a bat in disguise. They had the coronavirus. Just gotta be safe.
All I can say about this article is, of course, fucking California.
Our viewers are confused about what you were referencing.
Why did he go forward to do this, though?
Feel free to go check the first video. Oh wait, video is gone.
You can see here, though, that he didn't disclose a motive. Like, there's no known motive for this. I wonder if they like cut him off or some shit, and he was just having a really shitty day.
I mean, okay, look at his face. Do you need any more motive than that? Look how fucking ugly that guy. What is this dirt all over his face?
I don't know.
That's a fucking stubble. I think.
mean, some of it's stubble, but like some near like
Oh,
the top
you
of his
can
face
see
is like
you
just
can see
actual like,
patches where
dirt.
there's dirt. What the fuck?
Like there's clear discoloration on his forehead and like his temple. I don't know what's going on there.
I mean, maybe he hit his head, or like the side of his face when he ran it into the tree.
Do you know how cars work?
Morty,
No,
have
I've
you
never
ever
seen.
been in a car?
Clear in the virtual world.
This was a hit and
no.
run too. He like just went for the smash and grab, just bam and fucking ran.
Well, you know how those Euros
There's
are.
not much else to this article, or really. There's no fucking.
Hey,
There's
it's
no
a pretty
statement
short
from
one.
There's no statement from the guy. There's no motive. There's no names of the teens. Nothing about anything from their family.
It's barely an article at all. All this is a statement. This fucking happened.
Sad to see it. This is what murder is reduced to.
Let's see, this is what fucking news networks are reduced to.
How about you read the next
News
one,
fucking
Morty?
sites.
Read the next one, Morty.
Oh my god.
Can you read?
Oh god, I'm figuring it out. Let me pull off my fucking Google Translate.
Excuse you? There's a title. There's a headline. Read the headline.
All this dead air.
New China virus, latest. No, god.
China virus, latest second U.S. infection confirmed. Well, actually, we're up to 3. This is a little out of date.
Yeah, this is from the 23rd.
It's
Scientists
in
are
the list, so
increasingly
we're going with
concerned
it.
about what?
What?
In the list, so we have to go with it.
What's in the list?
Scientists are increasingly concerned about a new virus that has infected hundreds of people and can be deadly.
Morty,
Most viruses are deadly.
Morty, this is the same article. The title of the article has changed because it's been updated.
I know.
What? Then what are you bitching about?
I don't know.
Morty,
So, I'm sure you all know the Wuhan fucking corona fucking Ebola virus is out here murdering niggas. And dipshits
honestly,
from China are just like, what if we just go somewhere else?
You know, some people
oh,
actually.
that's because China has no quarantine on their fucking shit. But honestly, I have no clue what the fuck this virus even is. I just started seeing a bunch of memes about it recently. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
People eat bats and then they get a respiratory illness and then they're lungs fill with fluid, I'm pretty sure, and then they fucking die.
Why would you eat a bat?
Because
who the
China.
Fuck
because
who the
fucking
fuck
China.
looks at a rat with wings and says, "Holy shit, that's delicious"?
Chinese peoples, they do that.
Can we just quarantine China away from the rest of the world?
We really
they're
should
like
just
they're literally the worst country. Okay, well, that's not true. There's Morty's country is probably the worst, but
yeah,
China's
like a maybe second place or third place. Iran's up there too.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
there was another. There's another story that we don't have here on the list, but there was another story of a woman who went to France and then bragged about, coming from China and having the virus. Excuse me, bitch? Excuse me?
Are you telling me that's not on the list? I thought I put that on the list.
You didn't put it on the list. Unless it was the Bloomberg one and it was changed. Yeah, here it is. French, Japan. Okay, bye. I guess more will return to us in a second. French, Japan,
Okay.
U.S. planning. So we'll get to that when we get to that. But it's just ridiculous that people are being so haphazard and reckless with this fucking disease.
Yeah.
If you have this disease, you're dead. Stop trying to fucking live. Give up. Otherwise, you're literally going to kill hundreds of other people.
Oh, hey, you caught this disease. Just basically go kill yourself now. Don't come over here, please.
That's how you
stay
do
over
it,
there
man.
and die.
How do you think people did it back in the day? You got
Well,
fucking you got leprosy. You weren't allowed to live with everybody else. You got fucking sent out to the wild.
Okay, back in the day when you had leprosy, they would beat you over the fucking head with a club, and then you'd wake up on some island somewhere.
Exactly.
Or floating in the middle of the ocean, whichever they decide to do.
Like, you're not allowed to just roam around and go to fucking airports and shit.
And if they caught you with the Black Plague, they'd fucking just burn you alive. That's the end of that.
They should, okay, first of all, they need to clean the fucking airlines and shit. Like, those escalators.
Why do we still use airlines?
Elevators
They crash all the time. They get shot down all the time. They bring diseases. Fucking people can't fly on a plane correctly because they're fucking jackasses being assholes in the plane. Why do we have planes right now?
Because we're not civilized and cooperative enough to just make a really cool train system.
That reminds me of that one senator bitch who wanted the whole eco shit, the green plan and all that shit. She wanted to build like a fucking highway leading from like some type of fucking like highway that would lead from America to like Europe or over there or whatever.
Just make like a fucking electric bullet train rail system, dude.
That would take a lot of time, money, and
it would.
I can see it getting fucked over very easily just by some asshole being.
But that's exactly the thing, is we're nowhere near civilized or cooperative enough to get that shit done. If people were just better, the world would be better. But they're not, so we live in this world.
If people just didn't exist.
If people just didn't exist, we wouldn't have planes to begin with. But yeah, just don't fucking eat bats. Don't eat snakes. Don't eat apes. Stop eating animals that we haven't specifically grown for you to eat.
Like, just eat cows, chickens, and fucking pigs.
Exactly. I mean, except for, swine flu, salmonella, and mad cow disease. Ignore those. And just eat the animals, Goyim.
You're making a very bad... You're making the vegan sound smart.
No. The vegans are not smart. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Morty, are you alive?
Who knows? How about you read this next one, Blacky?
Alright,
didn't you read this one?
Yeah, I read the last one.
So it's Morty's turn, but he's fucking retarded, so you can go ahead.
Now their fight is just getting started. About 22,000 people attend the rally, 6,000 on Capitol Square, and 16,000 outside the security gates. Authorities said, "Is this the right?
Wait.
Is
okay,
right?
Discord is fucking acting up.
Yeah, it is. Hold on. I thought you didn't have one on the Virginia, so I put one at the end, but I guess we can take that one off.
No, we can keep that one because
it's the
probably
same
more
thing,
updated.
though. I thought that I missed the one at the top. The
Ooh.
meme we can talk about, though. Definitely bring the meme over.
What meme? What?
The meme at the bottom of the list, bring that one over to this article and give her to the last article.
Yeah.
There we
So, moving on. Thousands of gun rights activists banned from carrying their weapons out of fear of violence crammed into the Virginia Capitol on Monday to urge state lawmakers to reject sweeping measures to limit the spread of firearms. The rally, planned for weeks as part of citizen lobbying tradition held on Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day, was focused national attention on Virginia's attempt to enact new gun regulations pushed by Democrats who took control of the state house, blah, 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 you know.
For the first time in 26 years. Them damn hippie-ass, degenerate libtards trying to take our guns. Amen.
I mean,
I just think it's nice to see a proper goddamn rally.
Yeah, and there were people there that were open carrying guns, you know.
Like, people really need to start standing up for themselves. Otherwise, they're just going to get trampled on. And Virginia is a good starting point.
Yeah, but I heard some side bits about the rally. There were people who were open carrying guns there, but you know, not a single person got shot.
Wow, it's almost like teaching gun safety and practicing gun safety is more important than gun control.
It's almost like people who care enough to be a decent citizen isn't gonna start shooting at random people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like if you're in a crowd full of other people with guns, maybe you don't want to start shooting off your gun.
Yeah, you see that footage of that one shooting in like a Christian church where everybody just fucking drew a gun on the guy?
Yeah.
It's like that's the idea there, you know.
See, that's why the South has like the least amount of mass shootings.
I mean,
Do have a lot of individual.
The thing is, there's a lot of temptation that comes from mystifying and making something illegal or very hard to obtain. You know, think about like marijuana, for example. You know, people like the sort of thrill of, hey, I'm doing something that I shouldn't. You know, it's a bit of a rebellion. A bit of a rebellious act.
It's like how we don't like teenagers smoke and drink, but they go out of their way to do it anyway because it's cool.
Because it's cool.
It's better to fucking relate this shit.
You get fake IDs and you act cool and you get drunk and then years later you end up an alcoholic in a fucking wastebasket.
There's also the obvious thing of where if you're in an area where guns and shit are restricted, you know, people who don't care about the law, you know, they kind of get away with that because, you know, they don't care what the fucking law says.
Right here in the article, criminals are not going to give up their guns, so they'll have guns and we won't.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I've heard fucking Euro trash complain that, oh, other countries don't have these open carry shit, and they don't have a lot of mass shootings, even though it's illegal to carry guns there. Well, you know what? Fuck you and your Euro trash. This is America. It was born with guns, and we will always have guns here in America.
Lord forbid,
fuck
you know,
Euro
we have
piece of shit.
You know, we have shootings rather than truck explosions.
Or stabbings.
Or raping in the streets, you know.
No, you have to correctly identify it. It was the trek of peace, and it was also the knife of peace.
No, sorry, it's not raping. It's they had sexual emergencies, you know.
It is the cock of peace going into your mouth.
I'd like to point attention to this beautiful meme that's correlated to this, though, with this open carry man's and his beautiful Megumin patch. Just stay safe out there, kings, as the post says. Keep being chads.
I've heard a lot of people claim that this rally was racist or some shit because they did it on Martin Luther King Day, you know? And it's like, so what?
Literally, the man is all about Not by the color of your skin, but by the content of your character. Come on, people. At least know what you're even trying to what you're even trying to get upset about.
What's next on the list?
All right, Morty. How about since now you're back, you try to read?
I mean, you guys went to the bottom, which...
No, we didn't go
We're
to the
not at the
bottom.
bottom.
I literally said there's no need to do that one. You can get rid of it because it's the same topic as this one. But I just wanted to bring up the meme.
Let me start the article for you. 9 pieces of
Nine
trash
pieces,
scored 5.
9 pieces back. Okay, I got it. I got it, Daddy.
Don't say that.
Active advice about bullying. TED Talk.
Keep reading.
A teacher, psychologist, crisis line supervisor, and others share their suggestions for what you can do. Scroll down.
How about you read off just the points? Just what's number 1?
I can't count number 1.
Okay.
Good God, I thought the Middle
Asking
East
for help
invented
is
math
not
or
a
some
sign
shit.
of weakness. Look. If you have some fucker going over there throwing you in the trash can, and you ask the teacher for help, it's not a sign of weakness, but they will call you a pussy.
Well, I don't know about that second part, but like, there's a you have to first assess your options. You know, how bad is this? You know, did someone say something mean to hurt your feelings, and now you're gonna go fucking snitch on some nigga over literally nothing.
Blacky's example.
Speaking of snitching,
That's number 2. Telling someone about bullying is not snitching. It is if there's literally no reason to be telling someone else about this. If someone hurts your feelings,
I think we need to define what bullying is.
Bullying is not, hey, I don't like your hair, you're ugly. That's not bullying. That's just someone being a dick.
That's constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism.
And
well, it's not constructive because they're not telling you how to fix it, or like giving you advice or something. They're just saying they don't like your shit.
And for reference to those of you who, for reference of those of you who are having bullying problems and want to tell someone, remember, snitches get stitches.
That is a thing. Like, you can really easily make your situation worse by getting upset over these small things. Okay.
Now, if you're at the schoolyard, number 3 will help you a lot. If you're at the schoolyard, just start handing out your lunch money or some food, and get yourself a posse to surround yourself with some allies.
Not even a posse. Just
not lunch money.
Hang around.
Gumsticks. Gumsticks.
Don't sit around by yourself. Don't sit in an empty lunch table.
Go hang
don't
around.
Hang around in the corners at recess. Don't make
go
yourself
hang
a
around.
target.
Go hang around with some goths. They all have knives. If something happens, they're more than likely to stab somebody.
Oh goodness.
Hopefully, it's not you.
But like, if someone's just saying mean shit to you, that's not bullying. If someone's like actively harassing you, they're pulling pranks, quote unquote. They're like fucking with your book bag. They're pushing you around. That's bullying. Then you gotta get shit done. You gotta let someone know. But okay, you have to do 2 things. This is very important. You have to 1, absolve yourself of all guilt, because I had this happen to me. I got my ass beat, and then they tried to claim I instigated that shit. And that is not what happened. You need to have a fucking eyewitness that what is happening was not started by you, has nothing to do with anything you did. And number 2, you then need to stand up for yourself.
But if you have like a sneaky fucking bully, they'd probably not do it where like there are eyewitnesses. So
bullies don't usually go by themselves. Like, if someone's quote unquote like solo bullying you, trying to be sneaky about it, that's no longer bullying. That's just this person actually harassing you, and then it's more of like a fucking, hey, stop fucking with me.
That's
like, we're gonna have actual problems. Like, we're gonna need to fight, my nigga.
I have a story from when I was in middle school. I went to the bathroom one time, and someone had taken my backpack, thrown it into the garbage. The teacher was fucking worthless, wasn't paying attention, and every now and then I was looking for in class. I was looking for my backpack. I couldn't find it. Every now and then people would get up, go to the trash can, and spit. Normal thing because back then people couldn't keep spit in their fucking mouths. They all had to spit every 5 seconds. After the class, I find out my backpack's in the garbage, and they've been spitting on it the entire day.
Damn.
Imagine if everybody saw it and then they intentionally spit in fucking trash can.
Well, I was kind of an outcast. I was a weird dude that no one liked, so I wouldn't be surprised, but still.
But see, that's when it becomes an issue. That's bullying. That's fucking like everybody ganging up on you. That's one fucking thing. You see?
Let's move on to point 4. Try to pity rather than hate your bullies, because that's going to go over well. That's going to go over real well.
That's dumb. That's fucking stupid. The other person who is bullying you may have some psychological issues. They may do it as some sort of power play because they feel powerless somewhere else. That's not going to help you.
Do not ever say out loud to your bully that you pity them, because that will only make the beating worse.
Don't say that you pity them. Don't say that what they're doing isn't good. You act miserable and you let them have the satisfaction. And then if it keeps happening, you settle it on your own time. Like, a lot of people need to stop being afraid of these bullies.
Look, if worse comes to worse, you're gonna have to, put your fucking mitts up and either beat the fuck out of them or take a beating. But either way, you gotta show.
Even if you fucking lose, just show them that you're not gonna stand
back.
Show
that you're. Even if you lose, you gotta show that you can fight at least.
You gotta show that you're not gonna fucking lay down and take this shit. And
because a bully likes a soft target that they know they can push. If you show to them that you will no longer be pushed around, then they are less likely to want to push you.
Exactly. And if it goes farther than that, then like I said, then it's an actual issue. You've got to fucking talk to counselors. You've got to talk to possibly police, depending on how far this harassment's going.
By the time a big fight like that were to happen, though,
you'd probably get split up, and it would be addressed by the school.
It would come to the attention of the school, and they would at least start paying attention.
Surprisingly, the school isn't as blind as some memes might make it out to be.
Depends on how shitty of a town you live in.
The rest of this advice is kind of meh.
Let's see, number 5. It's possible to triumph over bullies in your own mind.
That's not true.
Now.
That's not...
Like I said before, sometimes you just have to fucking act miserable and just don't let them, ramp things up. But if it's a consistent thing, then just laying back is not going to fucking solve anything.
What the fuck does number 6 have to do about bullying?
Back on the inside
Focus on everything that's great about you. Others notice those things too.
Because
what the fuck does that have to do about bullying?
Because when people get bullied, there's some people who just go, maybe I deserve it. Maybe I'm terrible. No, nigga. No. You're not. This person's just being an asshole. Get used to it. This is life.
The traits singled out by your bullies are the ones that make you wonderfully singular person you are. What the fuck type of pansy shit is
You're
this?
just easier to see.
Yeah.
You don't have a big nose. You just breathe better than other people. Son, no. You need to come to terms with your fucking flaws.
Look, no one's gonna everyone is flawed.
Ignoring your flaws is not gonna help you.
Yeah, don't fucking make your flaws to be fucking...
If you're considering retaliating against your bully, stop before you act. What?
Number 8 is really bad. If you're considering retaliating against your bully, you stop before you act.
No. That's the exact opposite of what you should be doing. If you've gotten to the point where you're considering retaliating, you need to retaliate. If it's before that point, it's not that big a deal. But
I think what they're talking about, it's like, it's like if there's a group of them, you shouldn't just go in and fucking try and get a one-on-one fight with like the...
well, you're gonna get fucking jumped if you go against a group. I mean, anybody should know that.
Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you, sometimes going against a group, even if you get your ass beat, is a good thing because, if someone's ballsy enough to fight, like, say 3 guys come at you and you're ballsy enough to try and fight 3 guys at one time, sure, you're gonna get your ass beat, but those 3 guys are gonna be like, holy fuck, this guy actually tried to fight us.
Yeah, but don't go up to them on your own accord.
Yeah, not on your own accord, no.
Because then you're just gonna get jumped and it's gonna be your fault.
Yeah.
You retaliate when the opportunity arises.
Yeah, I think a better advice like to pick your moments.
Yeah, pick your battles. If this is a one-off scenario, don't make it a bigger issue. If this is a consistent thing, stand up for yourself. If it persists after that, seek help. That's as good as advice as anyone can give you.
Number 9.
That's true, but no fucking sending texts, no anti-bullying emojis. That shit's stupid.
No. All I can tell you is go directly to a teacher and inform them that you saw someone getting bullied. I have a personal experience with this. Back when I was in elementary school, in like what was it, 3rd grade, I was trying to take a piss, and two guys came over there and started like bullying me in the bathroom and pushing me around, right? I was a fucking pussy, and I just let them do that. I went back to class, said nothing. A day later, the teacher went and started fucking going off on those two guys that were bullying me, because apparently someone else had noticed it and told the teacher that these two fuckers were bullying me while I was trying to take a piss.
That's good, but you should also try to step in, like, depending on the scenario. Again, pick your battles. But if someone is, like, messing with someone else, and it's, it's bad enough that you need to step in, but it's not bad enough that, again, pick your battles. It's not bad enough that you're going to actually be, in danger of getting hurt or making the situation worse. You can just step in, tell them to fuck off, tell them to leave this person alone, and help this person, get to safety first. And then,
if you see a guy on the ground and there's like 3 people kicking him on the ground, probably go and shoulder tackle someone.
Well, I don't know about that. That's the thing. It's like, you go up, you tell them to fuck off, tell them to leave, but you got to be careful with those situations.
You go down to the gym room, you grab a bat, and then you come back.
Because like when it's 3 people kicking someone that's down, that's when you need to get evidence and you need to alert somebody. But if it's some dude like pushing around some other guy, you tell him to fuck off. 2 against 1. He doesn't want the situation to turn on him.
Blacky story. You should have just fucking turned around and pissed on them.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. You should just like.
Well, I said, I was a pussy back. Like I said, I was a pussy back then.
It's okay. We all grow and learn. All right. Meet the woman bringing social justice to astrology. Huh? Transforming horoscopes from quips into financial. What? That's not how any of this works.
Because astrology needed to have gender equality.
What is happening? Reminds her of the ugh. Where did you get this heinous fucking article? Okay, first of all, astrology's already fucked. The stars have already moved long since, like, the base concepts for astrology were invented. And none of it means anything. Like, these stars don't fucking align in any such way. What month you're born on doesn't mean any fucking thing. It's literally just gas in the sky, my dude. And you can't transform horoscopes into
actually,
shit.
It's plasma.
The sun is a massive.
Nicholas attributes her interest in social justice to her politicized education, both in Canada and San Francisco. Why the fuck are you being educated and politicized in education? Education should have no political anything. Keep politics out of education.
Why are you clapping? Are you a black woman?
Maybe. You have a problem with that, you fucking nigga?
No, I'm good. Oh man, anybody who still fucking believes in astrology has more issues than whether or not it has social justice in it.
California Institute of Integral Studies. What the fuck is that? It doesn't sound real.
Apologies for the intermission. Let's return back to what we were saying.
As I was saying, what kind of prediction does she even make? Like, does she tell you what kind of fucking SJW you are?
I'm not sure. I don't see any real...
What letter of the fucking LGBT fucking alphabet you are?
This is all fucking gibberish.
This is all gibberish. This entire article is a mess. I think we can just skip right on past this article.
This is less of an article than the first one, even if it has more words.
Yes. At least the first one had information. Alright.
Obama called Trump a fascist.
During phone call.
Okay. I was making sure we're all on the same page here.
Mm-hmm.
Kane says in new Clinton film. They're filming?
Film?
Clinton? What the fuck?
A documentary. I'm not watching that shit.
Who the fuck would watch that garbage?
Who wants to watch a fucking Hillary Clinton documentary? How fucking deprived of your own opinion, of your own thoughts, and of your fucking free time do you have to be to want to watch garbage? Literal garbage.
There's a reason we didn't vote for her.
I mean, I'd watch a fucking History Channel documentary.
On Hillary Clinton?
But not this one.
On Hillary Clinton?
No.
Exactly.
Like, usually those have to be about an interesting topic. But, what's the real fucking...
The only thing that's interesting about the Clintons is the whole Epstein debacle.
What's the whole point of this fucking article? Obama said a word in a phone call, and we need to write a whole fucking news story about it?
I guess because Obama is the Democrats' fucking Jesus at the moment.
Black Democrat, president, first black president.
But my question is, a lot of people call Trump fascist, but he technically hasn't done anything fascist. I'm not going to say everything he's done is great, but he hasn't done anything that's fascist yet.
I can't even call him a fascist because I have no idea what the fucking word means. So...
You don't know what fascist means?
I never bothered to fucking...
You gotta bash the fash, my dude. And like the rest of this fucking article is about the fucking documentary. I don't care.
Do I have to Google fascist for you, Morty?
Man, I've said this before, but Bill really should have just married Monica. He should have divorced Hillary, married Monica, and moved on with his life. Can you imagine how terrible your wife must be for you to have, like, a consistent affair with this random secretary?
Okay, Morty. Fascism is defined as a political philosophy, movement, or regime, such as that of the fascist, that exalts nations and often race above the individual, and that stands for a centralized, autocratic government headed by a dictator leader, severe economic and social regime. Basically, that's the fascist defined, Morty.
Alright.
So
enough from your fucking dictionary article, boy.
It's fucking a racist.
All I'm saying is, have you seen Monica Lewinsky recently?
No.
She's aged much better than Hillary.
Well, that's because she's not basically the devil.
Yes. Bill should have just gone with Monica, divorced Hillary, and fucking moved on with his life. Hillary is a fucking... parasite.
She doesn't have to feast on the fucking souls of children to sustain her like Clinton does.
Systematic.
Fucking bullshit, pointless news articles to promote the documentary. This is what fucking NBC's news has stooped to.
Okay, China extends holiday to curb virus. U.S. confirms 5 cases.
This is what we were talking about before, with all sorts of travelers going around fucking spreading this shit.
They are knowingly doing it.
What?
They are knowingly and proudly doing it as well.
I think we skipped a couple. Is the next one about
no, it's right under.
You posted links like the Google thing
right.
and the Bloomberg link.
I fucked that up.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
You know, I think out of all these cases, the one that I liked the most was when like one went to France intentionally just to fucking get them all sick.
Yeah, that one was
I like
fucked
that.
up.
Mm-hmm. You have them here extending the holiday, trying to keep people fucking off the streets and shit so that they can contain this fucking mess. But, good golly. That's all I can say. Good golly. This is a fucking absolutely unorganized goddamn disaster going on here.
Look. When we have to start tying up bodies in like plastic bags and throwing them on the street, and then start burning them with flamethrowers, I'm gonna say go fuck yourselves, you fucking Chinese bastards. Stay in your own
did-
country and kill your own fucking people.
Population control, so this does help.
They're trying to use anti-HIV drugs and anti-Ebola drugs to see if that can help with treating the coronavirus, but
Wait, hold on. Did we get infected with the coronavirus from eating bats or from fucking them?
From eating them.
Like with the Chinese, it could go either way.
Yes, but eating is what spread this.
I know there's no vaccine for this, but I bet you a lot of anti-vax mothers.
Oh my god!
I don't know where I was going with that.
There's also all sorts of conspiracies about.
Holy fuck! The anti-vax! Goma, the anti-vax!
What?
They're gone. They're gonna go. They're gonna disappear.
That's not how this works.
That's not how that works.
There's no HIV, Ebola, or fucking coronavirus vaccine. That's not
no
how this
vaccine.
works. If there was, we wouldn't be having this fucking issue.
I know, but like when we get the fucking vaccine, the normal people will fucking get it, but the anti-vax will still fucking refuse to do it, and they just fucking end up dying.
I mean, there's probably going to be a cure before a vaccine, so they might get it, but they'll just be cured of it.
God damn it, you have to fucking ruin it. I was going to say they're either going to have to revert to vaccination or just die off.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Plenty of anti-vax people are against like modern medicine anyway, so they'll probably just die regardless. But
yeah, so
I wish the anti-vax people would die off before their children.
This virus could bring the extinction of the anti-vax group.
But I was just saying that there's been lots of controversy about Chinese like bioresearch facilities and such, and spies and whatnot, all leading to this development of a virus. But really, just stop eating bats. Just stop being stupid.
This whole thing just brings to mind the memes that I saw about the Infectinator game or whatever.
You mean Plague Inc?
Plague Inc.
Plague Inc. That's it.
Plague Inc.
I don't know why I said Infectinator. That's a different game, but Plague Inc.
Zombie game.
Start closing the ports.
Start closing the ports. Move to Madagascar and Greenland.
Yeah.
Madagascar, no.
Coronavirus
Madagascar got the Black
Plague
Plague.
Inc.
The Black Plague is back in Madagascar. Stay away from there.
But did you know that this virus has led to a sales spike of the game Plague Inc?
Oh yeah, because they want because it brought that to mind.
Oh boy.
But no, Madagascar has the Black Plague again. Didn't you hear about that?
No.
That was like probably a year ago. But what happened is they dug up some corpses for some ritual or whatever they did, and danced with the corpses. And it turns out one or so of the corpses had the Black Plague.
Why would you dig up? My goodness!
It's some weird ritual shit that they do over there.
You would think
holiday
like that,
shit or whatever.
Not defiling a grave would be a pretty universal thing, but apparently not.
You would think.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that a fucking virus survived that long in a fucking decrepit plague?
That virus is a pretty fucked one, and there's also plenty of cases of viruses going inert for a while, waiting. Mm-hmm. That's how viruses work, Morty.
Viruses are fucking crazy, dude. They're not alive, and yet they fucking feed on you.
It's not like a bacteria that will fucking die.
Yeah, bacteria die. Viruses kind of just sit there.
Wondered like how most deadly viruses like that can actually create an epidemic never transfer through animals, only through humans.
Because that's exact. Do you not understand how diseases work, Morty? Let's say for example, you're a bacteria, right? You're a single cell organism, and let's say for example you're inside of a cow, right? Now, how do you maximize your gains? Is it by killing the cow and losing a host, or is it by staying within the cow and having a good time? No. Answer the question. Answer the fucking question.
Your question is making me want to play Plague Inc. because I want to play a bacteria and infect a bunch of cows now.
All these diseases are not fucking mad cow disease and shit is not harmful to cows or fucking whatever is they have. And then when people get it, it's not suited to the human body. It fucks up the human body and people fucking die. Same thing with bats and shit like this. Like, people are just getting diseases because they're not being fucking safe about how they cook their meat, what they're eating, who they're fucking. Just have some more fucking...
Proper hygiene and safety, people. It's fucking simple shit.
You have no fucking right to talk about hygiene, Blacky.
Morty, I'm not
building
sick,
up
am
his
I?
immunity. Okay.
Look, I'm building up my immunity for when the fucking Chinese infect us all.
Alright. METM, Metropolitan Police, to deploy facial recognition cameras. Oh boy. I can't wait to lose some social credit today.
Look. It sounds bad, but let's be honest. This is not something that you can really stop.
It's not something that you can stop at all. It's just something that really screams 1984.
Yeah, it screams like it's really bad. It can be used in bad ways, but it's progress and technology. It's not something that you can really stop. You just have to find a way to work with it.
It's just this is the exact sort of thing you see in like films about futuristic societies where things are just fucked. You see all this sort of shit. Like facial recognition cameras that track where your fucking location is and shit. Like, there has to be a bit of privacy for people. Okay?
The only thing I worry about...
I mean, okay, let's be honest.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Morty, shut the fuck up!
I've been trying to talk throughout this entire fucking podcast.
Okay,
Yes.
talk then. Okay, talk then, Morty.
Fuck's sakes, you got the destroying the train of thoughts.
God fucking damn
And I'm fine with the fucking facial recognition cameras. Because, like, you guys need some fucking upgrades to your goddamn cameras. Have you seen the fucking CCTVs that you guys have?
That's just because business owners are fucking stingy. We have decent cameras that can record shit at good quality, but business owners are fucking stingy. No one's paying for that kind of shit.
But
the government putting these around the cities is actually good. Like, my only worry is that like people will fucking start hacking into them.
There has to be a bit of fucking privacy. Like,
well,
what do you expect to fucking do on the fucking streets? Like, you're not getting any privacy even with other cameras because there's just gonna be other people fucking walking around.
I mean, he's got a point. It's a public space, but also, let's be honest. They're going to be tracking us, and privacy is dead in this age.
If they want to fucking track.
So, I at least appreciate that they're being upfront about the fact that they're tracking.
It's all fun and good until you make a fucking off-color joke, and that lands you in jail.
Well, that's what I was also going to go into. This is happening in London. That's not very good for the people of London because they're going to
see all the brown people stabbing all the white people, and then they're going to have to get rid of the cameras because they have to. Did you ever hear about the illusion?
Did you ever hear about the old lady that had the police knocking down her door basically because she dared to ask why a fucking brownie was allowed to push his religion in a public space?
Oh, goodness gracious, man.
So, over there in London, there are, like, some spaces that are supposed to be, like, religion-free. You're not allowed to preach over there. There was some muzzy or whatever preaching in the public square. She goes over to a cop and asks, why is he allowed to do that, you know? The cop basically says, fuck off and shit, and I'm not allowed to stop him, you know, because he's a fucking Muslim. She goes home, and later on, there's a couple cops knocking at her door, wanting her to open up. And she's asking, "Why do you want to come in?" And they're like, "Please open the door, lady." So it's not a very safe time in London for people who are sane.
Did they have like a permit to like enter our house, or is that only like a fucking American thing?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you need a permit for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need a permit. I don't know if they had a permit.
That's why they were trying to get. That's why they were trying to get her to willingly open the door.
But they broke down her fucking door. Like,
They didn't break down her door, but they were outside her door, demanding that she open it.
I would have said, "Come back with a permit." Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah, but like not
But
everybody.
like this poor
Come
old
back
lady.
with a permit, or I'll call the cops on you for loitering.
This poor old lady afraid and shit because the cops are outside wanting her to come out.
Oh goodness.
I mean, Goma, I think about it like this. They don't have the best fucking education system. Their education system is almost as bad as the fucking US education system.
And here we are.
Why
So
do
better
you
than yours.
expect? Why? No, we're actually about the same.
Sure.
Morty-
Keep telling yourself that.
Morty, of all the times we've had to explain to you how viruses work,
What's
how maps
fascism?
work,
How is World War II structured?
have you ever been in a car?
Have you ever been in a car?
Look, I'm just retarded. That's all.
Why is it every time we do one of these, poop comes up?
I don't know, but look at this woman's face. You can tell she's ruined her entire life by doing this. She's
Well, of course,
beyond
now
distraught.
because she's on the fucking news about shitting in the parking lot.
Like, this is something that was like a guilty pleasure of hers, and now she's been caught, and it's just
Wait a minute,
ruining her entire life.
she's been accused of 8 times shitting in a
Yes.
parking lot.
Yes.
You know, I can't feel bad for her.
At
She
the
deserves
same
it.
one, apparently.
There are public libraries you can go to take a shit at.
This is
Go to the
apparently
park
the
and
same
take a
place,
shit
too.
in a fucking bush.
Like, this is not around the city. This is not a different place. This is outside one particular store, and the owner's just like, I'm happy. Like, fuck this nigga.
At first, they thought it was an animal.
Goma. Imagine there's some random ass bitch just fucking pooping in front of your fucking store, just fucking driving the fucking customers away with the fucking bat smell.
Like, dude, I'm just saying, like...
Would you feel any fucking sympathy for her getting caught?
No, I'm all for the owner. I'm not disagreeing with the owner. I'm just fucking astounded that she had the gall to do this at the same place and that she wasn't caught earlier.
At first, they thought it was an animal, but then they noticed toilet paper and other wipes. You're bringing toilet paper? What the fuck? This is premeditated.
Oh my goodness.
If you looked at her fucking face, you would think that's an animal spell. This
The
is why we
incidents-
need face
No.
This is why we need facial cameras. This is why we need
You just want to see
facial
the
recognition
footage of her pooping. You fucking absolute pervert.
I may want to that.
The incidents were caught on camera, but the vehicles... She drove over and
She
took a
drove to do this? Excuse me?
The vehicle's license plates hadn't been captured in the scene. Rosie said police had been doing extra patrols at the store in an effort to identify
They
the
caught her at
excrement vandal.
6:51 a.m. The owner doesn't know her. He's never heard of her. He's not connected to the store in any way. What is happening?
At a grocery store.
She's not even a homeless person to like have some justification to do this.
She's got a
She has
car
a
and
car.
everything.
She got the car.
Driving over here to take a shit at the grocery store parking lot. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why? Who? Why? How?
I can't figure out why anyone would want to do this, Kaner said.
Her lawyer described her as a pillar of the community. Said she works full time.
She was making pillars in the community.
Good one.
Like I said, she's really just ruined in any shred of credibility she had for anything ever. If she tries to get a loan in the
Rosie Kent
future,
said they
aren't
had
you
no
that
idea
woman
why-
who pooped all over the place?
Why grocer would defecate in a lot, and they said they does not know.
Yeah, no connection. I don't.
8 counts of wanton destruction of property.
My goodness, this is gonna go to fucking trial in March,
Imagine,
and I just can't
Imagine-
imagine the awkward fucking life you'd have to live in between now and March.
imagine having a poop so bad that it counts as property. Fucking shit.
Destruction of property. Oh boy.
Premeditated shitting. So,
news.
this is gonna sound like a dumb question, but who's Kobe?
He's a basketball player, and he fucking died out of nowhere.
Whoa.
Completely out of the
Is that
blue.
like a bit? Is that a fucking bit?
What's a bit? You're the one who posted the article. What are you
Yeah,
asking
you're
if
the
this is
one
a
who
bit?
posted it.
We already had this talk. This is not fake. This is not fake news. Kobe Bryant, 41 years of age.
I'm talking about Blacky, not knowing who Kobe is.
Why the fuck would I know who's some random
Just
basketball
because he's
player?
black doesn't mean he knows all other black people.
Exactly, Morty.
My goodness.
I thought people all had a symbiotic.
Yeah. He's got like a psycho fucking connection. No.
Nah, only with the same tribe, man.
5 people dead. I just
5
heard
people
actually
dead.
recently that his daughter was also in the helicopter. And I can't help but think that this smells
Look.
like a murder.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. It's always a murder when it involves
Out of
black
fucking
people.
nowhere.
I mean,
A helicopter
maybe-
crash brought on
When
by
it-
a
when it
random
comes to black
fire
people, it's
that
always
kills
a murder.
everybody on board. That sounds like a murder.
Maybe-
But I'm just gonna say this right now. Stop flying. Anything. Plane, helicopters, stop flying. And
Stop.
stay the fuck away from California.
Just stay the fuck away from any
I
vehicles.
mean, that last part is just a good general advice.
Fucking house, never leave. And just hide from the facial recognition cameras.
My goodness.
It's fucking 6-year-old. Never fucking leave ever again.
Slightly unrelated, but also
You know,
tragic.
I really.
Mr. Peanut fucking died.
Mr.
Who the
Peanut.
fuck is
You
Mr.
mean the
Peanut?
fucking peanut dude from the fucking...
Yeah,
Peanuts?
from the Peanuts. Dude.
What the fuck?
How the
Someone
fuck
made
are
a
fictional
beautiful
characters-
fucking image that I'll have to put in. That's Mr. Peanut saying, I have information that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. Dated
What?
shortly. Someone made an image, right? That says, Mr. Peanut has information that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. And it's dated
Oh,
shortly
yeah,
before he
He's
died.
dead as fuck.
He's fucking dead as fuck.
Don't
Yeah,
even joke about saying that. The minute they hear that shit, you're dead.
Exactly.
Fuck is Mr. Peanuts?
They'll kill you faster than they did Einstein or whatever the fuck his name
Einstein!
was. If,
You're making Morty look smart right now.
look,
They didn't kill
gotta let
Einstein,
Morty
they killed
finish.
Epstein.
Well, you don't have proof that they didn't kill Einstein.
Shit, they might have. They might have gone back. He might have, with his theory of relativity, figured out how to prove her guilt in the past, you know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I mean, let's be honest. Her guilt is mathematically proven at this
Yeah.
point.
If
Her
you're a
guilt is
bitch,
relative. Oh boy. How about
what a
you read
shit
this
show.
next one, Morty? We're nearing the end here.
Okay, so Shinzo Abe,
Abe. Otherwise known as the Prime Minister of Japan.
Space Force, will work with the U.S. Space Force. I like the fucking picture of the Legend of the Galactic Heroes. That's a nice picture.
That's a great fucking picture for this.
Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has announced Japan would be creating its own space force and would be working alongside the
I
United
cannot
States.
wait. I cannot wait for intergalactic fucking war, dude.
Gonna be on
Space Marines, boy.
Space
You ready for it?
Marines!
the
I
fucking
can't
U.S.
wait.
had an official space force.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm doubly surprised because I didn't even know the U.S. had its own space force.
Dude,
Now
We're gonna finally pull them all out of the Middle East, and we're gonna have fights over the fucking Mars or some shit like that.
Morty, while some mocked U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal of a United States Space Force, it was officially founded on December 20th, 2019. It's already there. It's already done. It's already got a fucking commander. John J.
God.
Raymond. Absolute Chad, first member of the Space Force.
Holy shit!
What are they gonna do there? Like, it's space. There's nothing to fucking fight. Or
Like,
Yet.
like, what do you say to your parents? What do you say to your parents or your children when you come home and tell them, "Hey, I'm the first ever space command"?
Space Commander! Dude, can you imagine being this guy's son, and having the coolest fucking dad?
I know, right?
Like,
That's
holy
fucking
shit.
awesome.
Dude,
Hey, oh, my dad's fucking general. Oh yeah, my dad's the
it's fucking
commander of the
Space Commander. Yeah, take that, Timmy, and your fucking firefighter ass.
Until a kid with a fucking space general for a dad comes up.
Man.
Fuck you, Make-A-Wish Foundation. I got Space Dad.
I got Space Dad. Fucking great, dude. I can't wait to see orbital bombardments of Iran.
But considering how the fucking universe is expanding, there's a very slim chance we'll be able to develop any technology fast enough to actually.
That's assuming you're assuming that we're not already at the top of the game. You're assuming that we're not already far more advanced than any intelligent life in the universe.
That's assuming that we won't spend all our time trying to figure out what fucking genders we are to actually get out into space.
We gotta have space cat girls. That's our next goal.
I support this.
If we don't have space cat girls by 2050, life isn't worth living anymore.
Exactly. I will commit suicide if we don't have them by then.
January 1st, 2050, 12 p.m. If there are no space cat girls, it's time to commit Sudoku.
Yes.
Are you gonna turn your princess into a fucking space cat girl, Blacky?
Yes.
Yes, Jess has to be a space cat girl, of course.
I do that in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
Alright, and our last news story. How about,
You just missed the entire article, just like that.
What do you mean? What more is there to read?
What more do you need instead of Space Commander, Morty?
Dude, Space Commander?
God, that does sound cool.
Exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I thought.
Ass motherfucker. What is all this fucking Twitter shit? I can't even log on to Twitter. I'm fucking banned.
You know, fucking Galactic Commander sounds better.
Galactic Commander does sound a bit better. This is a small Twitter post covering the ongoing weather phenomenon in Australia. So first you got...
It's basically God has finally realized how big of a mistake
Australia was.
First,
you got massive fucking fires and heat everywhere.
He's
okay. Let's start at the beginning. First of all, Australia sucked because it was hot as fuck, and why anyone would want it to live there sucks. And then it just started burning for some reason.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to live there. They were like a bunch of fucking criminals were deported there.
I mean, maybe like a few hundred years ago, but you're a little late on that one, Morty.
People kept coming over there to live there, Morty.
I mean, they were like, they already had their roots there. They can't fucking leave.
The thing is, they got some pretty good steaks out there, I gotta say.
Yeah. But those steaks are pretty well done now with all the fire.
After the fire, though, everybody was cheering. We got water. And we got more water. Shit's a lot of water. Stop. Turn the faucet off. Now. Turn the faucet off. But the faucet did not turn off. And of course, you start mixing a bunch of heat with a bunch of rain, and you just kick up fucking dust storms everywhere. An 186 mile wide dust storm. Do you know how much of a fucking nightmare that is?
Well, luckily Australia has a lot of land.
This is like the fucking Dust Bowl all over again.
It's 186 miles wide nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost
if you look at the video, it's fucking massive. Look at how it eclipses the sky and the fucking and the houses and the trees. It's absolutely ginormous. Winds at 66 miles per hour, just fucking cruising across the southeastern part of Australia.
At that speed, wouldn't the fucking wind actually pick you up?
Yes. But at this point, I would not
think of people taking video of this thing, and I just wondering, are these people alive? Because I would assume at that distance, you'll be fucking dead, dude. Like when I see something like this, my first instinct is not to go, "Hey, let me get a quick video of this." It's like, "Oh shit, I'm about to die." Nope.
Look, Goma, the Australian people are a tough people.
Yeah, they survive. If they can survive their fucking environment,
This looks like someone lowered the render distance, my dude. Nah. Nah. You gotta run away from that.
Look, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the rapture started happening in Australia.
Oh my goodness. I wouldn't either. If Jesus Christ just like came out of the middle of Australia to fight like some antichrist figure, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. You know what? That makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. I saw it coming.
People said the dust was so thick that it turned day into night, literally eclipsing the fucking sun right by now.
Why the fuck are you outside?
I don't know, man, but it's pretty fucking dark in this footage. This is ridiculous.
At that point, staying in your house won't make a difference.
Just run.
It was 66 fucking miles per hour. How are you gonna outrun it?
He's got a point.
Oh, okay, apparently, I'm getting insider reports. I'm seeing a little comment here that's saying that they also experienced a bunch of hail. So that's nice.
Oh boy.
They're just
getting everything over there, aren't they?
And the climate policy seems to be just fuck it.
God really.
You either make it or you don't.
God really is fucking trying to delete Australia off the fucking map.
This looks like something you'd see in a fucking film. Though this is like ridiculous to see this
like
actually happening.
One of those bad natural disaster films.
One of those like 2012 films, but just not as good.
Like this is basically Sharknado, but
like Australia.
I would go.
Australia's experiencing 2012 about 8 years too late.
I wouldn't go as far as Sharknado, but this reminds me of that one film where New York got like flooded and then froze over, and people were in the library burning books to keep warm. I can't remember the name of that movie.
What?
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that movie. I don't remember the name either.
Hold on.
It was a good movie.
It was.
I'll post this image here and I'll add this to the video. But look at this 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse fucking style image. You've got massive fucking like fires and smoke everywhere. You've got this giant dust storm. You've got these massive hail like blocks and a fucking flood with sharks in the water. You see that fucking fin?
Like.
See how fucking sharks
in? It's fucking Sharknado.
Look, I'm surprised that they're getting all the fucking spectrum of weather over there. Like, what the fuck is happening to Australia?
No, you know what's happening? You know what's happening?
What's happening?
They're fucking terraforming Australia to turn Avatar into a real thing.
Oh, yeah. We've got the Fire Nation, the Water Nation, the Ice Nation, apparently, and the Air Nation. Wait a minute. I don't think one of them was ice. Wasn't one of them Earth? Really makes me think, Morty. Really makes me think. You were close, but you're dumb.
You were close.
The fucking Air Nation.
If Australia had a fucking volcano, that would be it by now.
Oh boy, if Australia had like active volcanoes, it'd just be fucking Pompeii all over again, dude.
Even if it didn't have an active volcano, with all this shit going on, that shit would go active.
I'm expecting the ground in Australia to just start fucking like cracking and like splitting apart. Just like a massive earthquake that breaks apart the tectonic plates and just 2012 becomes a reality.
If you live in Australia right now, leave.
Leave. If you live in China, don't leave.
Yes, Australia, leave. China, stay.
Those are the verdicts.
You think in either cases, the rest of the world should just go and fucking move over to the Greenland.
Yes.
I think that should be like the fucking general strategy to all of these fucking environmental fucking...
Well, you know, the joke's on you. Greenland's already closed their ports.
Nani? Wait a minute, actually?
No.
Yeah!
I don't think so, but I wouldn't doubt it if they're getting close to that. Those people are skittish.
If fucking Black Ink has taught me anything, is that Greenland has always has its fucking ports closed.
Okay, it's not. I thought you were fucking being completely serious. I was like, what?
No. I was joking, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Then you gotta GG. You gotta give up.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was real, but as far as I know, it's not.
My goodness. Like, the moment Greenland closes its ports, you're just like, well, it was a good life. I guess I'll try again next time.
We're done. Have you
Because-
ever played the zombie virus in Plague Inc?
Zombie virus?
Yeah, they got the zombie virus there, but you gotta do a bunch to unlock it.
I don't remember. I remember I played Plague Inc. a little bit, and it was always fucking Madagascar for me. Never Greenland, because I got to Greenland pretty well, but Madagascar of all places, like no fucking nothing was going there, and they used to close it all
Madagascar
the
will
time.
kill themselves with the Black Plague.
But I'm saying in the game though.
Yeah.
In the game though, they didn't have the Black Plague, so you just lost. It's really difficult because like you've gotta like spread it, but you've gotta stay incognito, and then you've gotta develop like a killing method, and that's not easy.
Man.
Like you're very likely to get caught.
My strategy was always to get as much spread as possible as quickly, and then after I have everyone infected, I sell all the spreading ability and then go into lethal.
But that's the thing though, is like when you get into the spreading, you also have to spec into like no symptoms. Otherwise, like people are gonna catch on like that, and you're gonna fucking get cured immediately.
What sucks is when it starts mutating on you and starts like doing like, oh hey, it mutated to have people start giving heart attacks.
No,
Why?
No.
No. And they're dying faster than they can spread.
You killed too many people. You're out of hosts.
Yeah, all of a sudden it pops up, oh hey, sudden heart attacks. I'm like, wait, what? I look back, all of them are dead, no one's spreading anymore.
You know, that'd be great if fucking coronavirus did the same thing. Just killed off all the fucking infected victims before they can spread it any further.
You can
I
only
need to
fill
pirate
someone's
that game
lungs
again.
with someone's lungs with fluid so quickly, Morty.
I need to pirate that game again.
Why pirate it? Isn't it free?
It is?
Isn't it? I mean, it's just a little.
I
flash
think it's
game,
free
right?
on mobile, but I wanna fucking play it. No. I'm talking about the new Plague Inc.
Oh, the new one. Oh, I don't know, man. Because I remember it was a free little flash game, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if the
the
new
flash.
one is...
I was talking about the
whoa,
new one has the zombie virus.
Are we still fucking recording?
Yeah, we're still
Yes.
recording. This is still relevant commentary.
No, it's
Fine.
not.
You all need to go play Plague Inc.
We're talking about the fucking dust storm. How is this relevant?
We were
Because
talking
the
about
dust
natural
storm
disasters and
Means
closing
you need
ports.
to get out of Australia and go to Greenland so you don't get fucked.
Yes.
Right?
I think
You know,
that's about enough.
it's just
I
like
think
one
that's all
person
we
being...
have to say though. So as always, leave any comments you have below. Give us good, bad, whatever feedback. Constructive feedback is appreciated. Morty, you didn't do your Food of Friday. What happened?
Well, Blacky didn't give me the go ahead.
I'm
Because
pretty sure
he
he
didn't-
did last time.
I already did. You can go ahead and do that. I'm thinking let's start up some cooking days
Ooh,
with Goma.
Okay,
cooking with
we can-
Goma.
cooking Roma without any fucking video.
Well, we'll have Tuesdays. We'll have Tuesdays and Thursdays cooking with Goma.
Maybe. I don't know about all that.
Fucking
We'll definitely have Food of
Fucking
Friday.
cookie
You
has-
know what, Morty? We can record Food of Friday after this if you'd like.
No.
Okay. As always, thank you for stopping on by, and have a terrible day.